Greetings everyone, and great here. Another H-Powers 2 Definitive Edition replacement on the bottom left side as the yellow Japanese. We have MaggieWuerze. Spawn on the top right side as the blue Lithuanians. We have Fighter. Now then, let's cover each player's civilization bonuses. Japanese Infantry Civilization. Fish ships have ×2 hit points, which actually could be possible in this map. No deep sea fish, but there's some shore fish. Maybe good for some fishing traps possible. Japanese has a nice little inlet here that he could end right there to pull out fishing traps he so choose. And they're also a little bit cheaper and have their own independent queue, so that could be a possibility for the Japanese player. The lumber mills and lumber camps do cost decent less as well. If your attacks 30 feet faster in starting feudal age, unique unit samurai, a anti-unique unit, almost could have captured up those turkeys and llamas. Unique text, Yasuma, towers shoot extra arrows, and Kapataro, trebuchets fire fast and pack faster. And oh, we do see a backline dock here, very, very nice. Which could give the Japanese player a little bit of advantage. We also gave him a couple extra villager count there. Gotta be careful not to build too many to have enough wood to get out the fishing traps. And now let's go over to the Lithuanians bonuses. Cavalry and monk civilization. Each town provides 100 food. Spearman line skirmishers move 10% faster. Each garrison relic gives +1 attack to knights and Litus. Litus is an armor-piercing cavalry unit. Wing Hussar is a variation of the Hussar, get a little bit more power. Unique text, Hill Force, towns has +3 range, probably not useful. Tower shield, Spearman line, and skirmishers get +2 pierce armor, making skirmishers even better what they do. Militias do go down for the Japanese player. The feudal age, they do get the increased attack speed. Or that final militia is doing some great damage there on the remainder spear scouts there. Sorry, I missed that engagement. And the +2 armor on the spear line could be helpful as well, because skirmishers tend to hit spearmen quite a bit. We have Yellow Scout, severely wounded, scouting around. Let's see now. He does get a good number of fishing ships here. Actually, a very, very large number of fishing ships. These shorefish don't have a whole lot of food there, so you need to start preparing up his wood for the fishing traps. Let's see, what was the other benefits for the fishing ships? I tend to, excuse me, skip a lot of that stuff. Fishing ships get +2 hit points, +2 pierce armor, and work faster per age. So there, his fishing ships for fishing traps should be very good. You may want to eye for those rather than farms. So right now, it looks like some of these villagers are starting to get overwhelmed. Losing a villager or two is not going to be the end of the world for the Japanese players because he does have fishing ships. Right now, he does have technically less villagers at the moment. Villagers gain some good slices there. He does have a number of spearmen. Remember, his spearmen do hit faster. Getting some good damage there, but does lose a number of villagers there. So right now, his villager count is quite even. He's not going for any additional, what's it called? Fishing ships at the moment. So whatever he has, so the village count is quite even. Now the Lithuanian has ever so slight advantage. He must be feeling really good, but I don't think you've seen the dock yet. No, he's not seen the dock, so he may feel good, but they're actually pretty even at the moment. Lithuanian's going for a market there. Let's just not putting any more military units there. I love this village though. It's a nice circle design. There's actually quite a bit of stone here. Look at that stone. Good amount of gold. Over here, Japanese looks like his village is a little bit more spread out. Can't get a nice little circle there. Spearmen and archers advancing forward. So it's going to be a small harassment force there. Maybe we'll get some hits onto these villagers. But he's already completely walled in, so whatever arrows he fires off the trees is all he's going to get. Both players are signing for more villagers at the moment. No additional military units. And now I do have, I heard some fishing traps being put on the field. There's some more shore fish being collected. These forests did find openings somewhere, so it looks like a blue failed it somewhere. It looks like they may have created an opening there with his wood line. And these villagers are seeing some harassment right now, but blue is slightly behind in villager count. And the villagers will back at these archers to a corner. Trying to finish this one off there. This archer will be shanked to death. Spearman, however, is slightly better than normal spearmen, being Japanese. but you still get shanked by these villagers and impaled by a spear, throwing spear. Has Blue seen the dock? No, he has not. Maybe he's trying to intercept any villagers that come over there or over here for more water. You may not realize. He should maybe. It will be hard to realize if there's water there from the utilize or not. And there is. How many fishing traps do we see at the moment?
Yep.
You see 6 fishing traps there. There is currently 10 fishing ships. And so far, those fishing ships will provide great dividends. Will provide a bit more food than those farms. He does have a farm in the field. And these skirmishers... Not sure if he's seen any farms. Oh, if you look over here, you can see it does go ahead and correctly spot stuff. You can see here he hasn't been here since the Dark Age. So he may not be aware of how many farms should be there, but he may have seen some there, probably raising some question marks. Both players are Castle Age. We do got Wheelbarrow being Blue does have a single knight here. Yellow right now is eyeing for crossbows, as well as some monks, maybe eyeing for some relics. We've got the spearmen advancing around. Spearmen advancing forward, trying to maybe shank this palisade gate. And Yellow's going for more fishing boats. Maybe... I don't know why. For me, fishing traps never seem like I can get them properly placed there. You may need to actually put the fishing ships on top of the fishing traps in order to get them properly tasked and not sort of interrupted. But he's going for maxed out fishing ships. I don't know how to describe it other than maxed out fishing ships around this dock. But you can see here this fishing ship is taking a long path around. It's not exactly perfect sometimes. He may be retasking. Seems like he's. I think maybe that one's just not having trouble finding a fishing trap to fish from, because right now you can see it has 0 food. Fishing traps can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. And deploys out another dock there. So he's going to be eyeing for more fishing ships. And maybe some fishing ships to go along with it. Monk with a relic, try and put the relic inside the monastery. Remember, he's also the Lithuanian, so both players need to really eye for the relics. All the Lithuanians do get capped out of 4 relics. And currently right now, that was Blue's first one. Relic down here, relic right there. Relic being claimed by this monk here. So there's potentially 3 relics that Blue can claim. There's 1 relic over here, so... And Yellow has actually claimed the relic as well. So this relic's the one that's not obtained, this one, and this one. Skirmishers do receive get some fire there onto these crossbows. He may have ballistics research. No, he does not. They're just being pretty accurate at the moment.
Close up.
And there's a monk there for the relic. So it looks like Lithuanians will claim 3 relics versus the Japanese just 2. Does Japanese have spotted the other relic way over there? No, he has not spotted that one. Has Blue saw it? Likely, there was a scout right there. Yes, so Blue maybe will claim 4 relics. Granted, Japanese spear, it could be a bit of a trap there, because Japanese spearmen are very good, especially against cavalry. And now do you have a cinematic university. I thought this was going to be a castle there, because that would give him high ground damage. I love the optical illusion of these rocks, though. You can see here, it's flat, 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 flat. No actual angles there, but the rocks provide an optical illusion effect that it is on high ground. I love that design. The university is in a nice cinematic position. Perfect spot there for university. I mean, look at that. That just looks like a campaign spot there for any sort of structure. This town's going to make it interrupted by these crossbows. And towns are still pretty far from being built, so... And crossbows are not hitting the village at the moment. Does back off there. Doesn't seem any serious damage. There's a Japanese player rolled. Didn't get a great engagement there. Who's not going for ballistics? Japanese player is not going for ballistics yet, going for wheelbarrow and villagers. Does take out the villager there, does take out another villager there. And I hear more fishing traps now being put on the field. Oh, looks like he put... Sorry about that, I hit my microphone. Looks like he put the dock more onto the green patches of lily pads there in order so he can get more of a full surround there with his fishing ships. So you see he'll shove a lot of fishing ships there. Deer does go down there. Doesn't claim in the venison. Another house does go down there. Does cancel it so he gets his knight to push on forward on these crossbows. And this scout will find this monk. And killing off that monk there, make him heads up that there's actually a relic over there. Oh no, relic yellow does find that relic there. Severely wounded. So it looks like it's going to be 3 relics versus 2. And a lot of spears into those crossbows. He of course does have ballistics research. Now do you see the, what's it called, gill nets being researched? Yeah, gill nets. Scout push way forward, gain some hits there onto these villagers. He could take these villagers and shank that scout. Yeah, villager actually does go down. Down here, we've got yellow town center going on field, just trying to climb up the stone. Very nice. Also nice and secluded, so it's less likely to be harassed. Japanese players not to put out any walls. The mode going just straight to villagers. Blue has a large army of skirmishers here, getting healed up by the monks, and he's just going for more village himself. So it looks like it's a bit passive. He may push one of these skirmishers. Does pose a threat. Got a knight here to support them as well. I hear conversion trying to be going off, trying to claim that knight, maybe. Yellow's going for a castle on the high ground. Very nice. Skirmishers right now do have 7 range, which can outrange a town center. He's going to be picking off this farm, making a whole lot of kebabs for the Japanese player, but he can't eat kebabs for some odd reason. One farm does go down. That villager finds a lot of spears in his back. Oh, and Leo got this spearman here stabbing some villagers. Going for another castle on here on the high ground. Gains some good damage there onto that villager. Skirmishers moving around. Do have them trying to convert spearmen, but great use for these monks. Claims 1 spearman there. And do have this castle now gain some good damage onto these various forces. Does take out one of those villagers there. Another villager severely damaged. Lithuanians, of course, I mentioned beforehand, can get additional pierce armor on the skirmishers. Of course, Japanese are a jack of all trade civilization. They may say they're an infantry civilization, but they're really jack of all trades. They can get fully equipped cavalry archers. Can get can't get cavaliers. Can get a light cavalry. The cavalry's a little bit lacking, but they can get fully basic cavalry archers, which can be very useful. Additionally, they have great infantry and great siege. Monk technology is a little bit weak. Can't get heresy, but can get everything else. Heresy is important, but everything else is also important. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it today. I'm a little bit tired. This is probably gonna be my last replay for tonight. Just getting a bit drowsy there. We got multiple samurai now being put on the field. He does have pierce armor, does have melee attack or melee armor. Has 2 of the melee research, 2 of the melee attack, melee armor, melee attack. But I'm getting all my words mixed up. Knight shanking this farm. I'm trying to hit some of these villagers. He can pass inside the town center. Does inside the town center. We do have a good number of skirmishers here, as well as the knights. If the monks convert a samurai, the other samurai can get bonus damage, and vice versa. Now we do have this keep receiving some fire there. He has a good number of samurai now being put on the field. We have Imperial Age being researched by the Japanese player. The Lithuanian player already has his own Imperial Age. Samurai advancing forward, trying to overrun this trebuchet. We're seeing a lot of damage there. And the trebuchet does quickly go on down there. Samurai are similar to champions when it comes to damage output, or at least when they're fully upgraded. Now I do have the blue samurai here, getting some great bonus damage on the samurai, and that samurai not being focused down caused a lot of extra damage on the yellow samurai. Castle now receiving some fire there. We're building his own castle or own trebuchets now. This trebuchet did stay alive, but could be counter trebucheted. We have now with the pikeman research. Going for more samurai. Don't think samurai is going to be a great option. He's fighting against a lot of cavaliers, so spearmen, pikemen would be good, but mixing some samurai would not hurt. It's just that they really have a niche role of just anti-unique unit, which may be good, better than lower elos when people love to just spam out their unique unit. Samurai push way forward, trying to get some good damage there on the skirmishers. They do have right now 5 pierce armor, so they will only take 1 damage from the elite skirmisher. And the unique samurai, the converted samurai will go down there. Cavalry advancing forward. Does not have any pikemen in this area. Do have a pikeman advancing forward, getting halberdier research and more halberdiers on the build queue. So Trebor here. Japanese player may want to squeeze out their unique tech. The Kapataros get trebuchets and fire faster. Pike or halberdiers not advancing forward with samurai to support. Yellow's castle is starting to receive quite a bit of fire there. Looks like they're on equal ground. I'm not sure if the trebuchets are on low ground hitting the castle. I think they are based on the damage output I'm seeing. Yeah, I think they are getting low ground damage. Blue's trebuchets getting some great hits there on the Blue's castle, starting to bring some villagers forward, but I think Blue's castle will go down. No, he's actually spilling his fire among the trebuchets and on the castle. No, that's why they may take it out. Getting some good damage there. I don't think it's out repairing the damage. I think his whole actually he can still now. 1 blue trebuchets do go down. Very nice. And got more trebuchets now being pulled up by yellow. Yellow has a good defensive line there, getting a big wave of pikemen or halberdiers being pulled on the field. And a lot of these samurai are severely wounded. They may just want to throw them inside the castle there, just get some health regen. It looks like they're getting hit by this keeper who does have bottom arrow research. And Blue's keep does go down. Now the trebuchets could win the Treb War. Samurai advance forward, slicing up some of these villagers. Pikemen can advance forward with the keep now down. Or halberdiers, I should say, not pikemen. Halberdiers getting some great damage there. Some samurai are in the mix. He's going for more pikemen or halberdier and more samurai. Though it looks like may not have. It's hard to say. How Japanese halberdiers are pretty good against cavalry. It looks like he simply did not have enough of them. More than streaming them in. But the cavaliers are seeing lots of damage there. More reinforcing halberdiers there holding the line. He needs to get these trebuchets on the back. Does get all Blue's trebuchets. And now his trebuchets are under fire. More samurai, more pikemen being put on the field, but these trebuchets need to fall back. Keep is in a full repair, does get a garrison there, fall nearby villagers here, gets extra arrows on these cavaliers, and does manage to hold the line there. Skirmishers getting ripped apart by the castle arrows now. And now I do have man-at-arms research being put on the field. You can also go for the elite samurai research rather than the man-at-arms line, though supplies always makes them much cheaper overall. And Gamberson wouldn't hurt. He can get Gamberson. He does have squires, doesn't not have arsons at the moment. Trebuchet is going way too far forward. I'm not sure why he's pushing these trebuchet forward. They're trying to hit housing and lumber. Really wants that lumber yard down. He gets the lumber yard. And now I do got the castle Imperial Age technology for the Japanese player. Going for long swordsman now. So right now it's going for a thumb ring and more skirmishers. So a long swordsman, champion, twin swordsman, regardless what he ever gets on that line, will be very useful in engaging these forces. He does have supplies research, does have Gambeson research as well. These Halberdiers are getting rid of the part. He's going for more barracks put on field. In chemistry as well as siege engineers. Now he does have access to two-handed swordsman, champion on the build queue, so he's making a rapid transition to the barracks line. Villager guys get gunned down there. Villager count is 142 to 122. He has a good number of fishing ships here, providing minimal need for farms. But for some walls there, I wonder. He does have all his farming technologies. I wonder if he skipped out on farming technologies since he has so many fishing ships. And these two spearmen have 6 attack, but these two swordsmen have 6 pierce armor, so these two spearmen have minimal damage versus these now champions. Fully upgraded champions now advancing forward. They have, of course, 6 pierce armor, able to rip apart these skirmishers, no problem. The champions have more than plenty to deal with all these forces. A couple pikemen or halberdiers may get picked off there. We've got more halberdiers, more two champions being put on field. Got some of these cavaliers advancing forward, but the halberdiers can easily deal with them. Skirmishers all getting annihilated. Blue is running low on gold right there. Yellow's claiming this gold deposit. This gold deposit is untouched. So right now, Yellow's doing a great job of claiming the gold deposit. What does the gold? Blue does have some gold reserve. It's lacking food, actually. Getting out some more cavaliers. He needs to stop getting cavaliers. He needs to get something else. And Blue goes casting GG. This is Great saying, thank you for watching. On to next replay.